Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Ellison. Here's a look at what's going on in the news this week. We begin with news from the Vatican. Anglican Archbishop Justin Welby of Canterbury, leader of the worldwide Anglican Communion, held his second meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican on Monday. While in Rome, the Archbishop also visited Anglican communities and participated in a meeting of the Global Freedom Network. The network was founded by the Pope, the Archbishop, and other faith leaders to combat human trafficking and modern slavery. According to Vatican Radio, one of the topics for discussion was strategizing ways to ensure the churches slavery-proof their own chain of suppliers, ensuring that any company they do business with treats its employees fairly. Pope Francis and Archbishop Welby have acknowledged the divisions between Catholics and Anglicans, but they reaffirmed their support for the Anglican Roman Catholic International Commission, which is their official theological dialogue body, and for the International Anglican Roman Catholic Commission for Unity and Mission, which promotes joint prayer and common activities. Archbishop Welby officially launched the Commission's website, iarccum.org. And more news now from the Vatican. At a rainy Sunday Angelus at the Vatican, Pope Francis spoke about the basis of love and prayed for the people of Iraq, which is suffering the uprising of an extremist group. He also had a special announcement for the crowd. Rome Reports has more.
Despite the rainy weather, thousands of people came out to see Pope Francis pray the Angelus in St. Peter's Square. Reflecting on Sunday's Gospel, he said that Christians who express hate are a walking contradiction.
È una contraddizione pensare a cristiani che si odiano. È una contraddizione. E questo cerca sempre il diavolo, farci odiare, perché lui semina sempre la cizzagna dell'odio. Lui non conosce l'amore. L'amore è di Dio.
With the recent tension in Iraq, including the overtaking of the country's second largest city, the Pope prayed for those who've been forced to flee their homes because of the violence.
Sto seguendo con viva preoccupazione gli avvenimenti di questi ultimi giorni in Iraq. Invito tutti voi ad unirvi alla mia preghiera per la cara nazione irachena, soprattutto per le vittime e per chi soffre maggiormente le conseguenze dell'accrescersi della violenza, in particolare per le molte persone, tra cui tanti cristiani, che hanno dovuto lasciare la propria casa.
The Pope also surprised everyone when he announced that on September 21st he will be traveling to the country of Albania.
Con questo breve viaggio desidero confermare nella fede la Chiesa in Albania e testimoniare il mio incoraggiamento e amore a un paese che ha sofferto a lungo in conseguenza delle ideologie del passato.
Next Thursday is the solemnity of Corpus Christi, and so the Pope invited everyone to join him when he celebrates Mass in St. John Lateran, and also when he takes part in the procession through the streets of Rome.
Looking now at news from around the country, according to an Associated Press story, police in Phoenix, Arizona have made an arrest in the violent assault in a downtown church that took the life of one priest and left a second priest critically injured. According to the story, police have said that a man identified as Gary Michael Morin, who is 54 years old, was being held on suspicion of first-degree murder, burglary, and armed robbery, among other charges. The attack the night of June 11th left 28-year-old Father Kenneth Walker dead and Father Joseph Terra, who is 56 years old, critically injured. According to reports, Father Terra was taken out of intensive care June 14th and is expected to make a full recovery. A funeral mass was celebrated for Father Walker at St. Catherine of Siena Church in downtown Phoenix on June 16th. The Phoenix Police Department says an extensive investigation is still underway. And finally in the news, in an historic square in the center of Rome, Pope Francis greeted tens of thousands of Romans, tourists, and San Egidio community members. During a prayer service late in the day at the Basilica of Santa Maria, he praised the work of San Egidio, their service to the poor, including through interreligious dialogue and peacemaking. Rome Reports has more.
Pope Francis visited the Basilica of Santa Maria in Trastevere to meet with people in need that receive help from the community of St. Egidio. Even with the rain and bad weather, the Pope walked the colorful neighborhood on foot, greeting thousands of people lined up along the picturesque streets. After entering the basilica, the first thing the Pope did was place flowers and pray before an icon of Our Lady of Clemency. Afterward, Pope Francis listened to the testimonies from several people benefiting from the community's programs. Adriana, a disabled woman, and Dawood Yousefi, a Muslim refugee, explained how St. Egidio members took them in.
Nei Vangeli Gesù guarisce tanti malati. Anche io ho varie difficoltà, sia fisiche che psichiche, ma in questi anni ho capito che la mia più grande malattia era la solitudine. Ma Gesù mi ha guarita.
Ricordo il cammino sulle montagne tra l'Iran e la Turchia, dove sono rimasto oltre 2 settimane. Ho visto ai lati del sentiero gli scheletri di altri profughi. Ho avuto paura di morire perché faceva molto freddo.
Pope Francis lashed out against a speculative economy which makes the poor even poorer. He also asked that solidarity never disappears.
E questa parola, solidarietà, tanti vogliono toglierla dal dizionario, perché a certa cultura sembra una parolaccia. No, è una parola cristiana, la solidarietà.
The community of St. Egidio was founded in the 1960s to help the poorest people in Rome. The community also works to promote ecumenism and peace around the world. It is now active in 73 countries. Well, that is all the information we have for you this time. I'm Kevin Nelson. Don't forget, keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic Newsbreak right here on the Catholic TV Network.